The chamber is open and full of whispers.
The ruins of Godric's Hollow smolder in darkness. November 1st. Nearly midnight. 24 hours since the attack. A figure stumbles through the wreckage. Peter Pettigrew, rat-faced, terrified. But his movements are wrong, jerky, puppeted. His eyes flicker between human brown and serpentine red. The possession is unstable. Voldemort's wraith clings to Pettigrew's consciousness like a parasite. Pettigrew's mouth opens. A voice emerges. High, cold, not his own. Find the child. Pettigrew's body moves against his will, searching through debris. Overturned furniture, shattered walls. There, a crib, overturned but intact. Inside, a baby. 15 months old, messy black hair, lightning bolt scar on his forehead, green eyes staring up, not crying, watching. Harry Potter. Pettigrew reaches for him. His hand trembles. Inside his mind he screams silently. But Voldemort's will is absolute. Pick him up. Pettigrew lifts Harry. The baby doesn't cry, doesn't struggle, just stares at Pettigrew with those impossibly green eyes. Voldemort's wraith form flickers around Pettigrew's head, shadows coalescing. He can feel it. The connection, the Horcrux. A fragment of his own soul embedded in this child's scar. Voldemort's voice echoes through Pettigrew's throat. Quiet, almost reverent. I sought to destroy you. Instead, I created something far more useful. A vessel, an anchor, a blank slate. Harry reaches out. Tiny hand touches Pettigrew's face. The Horcrux pulses. Recognition, Voldemort feels it. The bidirectional link forming. This child is part of him now, and he is part of the child. You will be my son, my heir, not in sentiment, in power. Little Hangleton, the Riddle House, decaying manor on a hill, abandoned, rotting, perfect for hiding. Pettigrew stumbles inside. His body is failing. The possession is burning him out from within. Death Eaters wait in the entrance hall. Kneeling. Bellatrix Lestrange, wild dark hair, eyes fevered with devotion. Lucius Malfoy, platinum hair. Cold aristocratic features. Narcissa Malfoy, pale, beautiful, concerned. They see Pettigrew holding the baby. Their eyes widen. My lord, Bellatrix breathes. Voldemort forces Pettigrew's mouth to move. The Potter child. He lives, and he is mine now. The prophecy, Lucius begins. The prophecy is irrelevant. This child carries a piece of my soul. I am bound to him, he to me. I will raise him, mold him, make him what I could have been if I had been raised properly from birth. Narcissa stands, approaches carefully, looks at Harry. The baby stares back, unafraid. He needs care, Narcissa says quietly. Food, warmth, protection. You will provide it, all of you. This child will be raised by Death Eaters, taught by the most skilled wizards in Britain, and when he is grown, he will be more powerful than any wizard alive. Bellatrix's face transforms, rapturous, a true heir to the Dark Lord. Precisely. Pettigrew collapses. The possession releases. He gasps, crawls backward. Voldemort's wraith form hovers above them, visible only as flickering shadows in candlelight. Wormtail, you have served adequately. You will continue to serve. This body of yours will sustain me until I can reclaim a form of my own. Pettigrew whimpers. Yes, my lord. Narcissa takes Harry, holds him carefully. He doesn't cry, just watches everything with those green eyes. Prepare a nursery, Voldemort commands. We begin tonight. December 1981. 6 weeks later, the Burrow. Ottery St. Catchpole. Devon, a crooked house held together by magic. Warm, chaotic, full of life. Arthur Weasley works in the garden. Late evening. Reinforcing wards, the war may be over, but Death Eaters still roam, still seek revenge. Inside, Molly Weasley puts the children to bed. Bill is at Hogwarts, first year, Gryffindor. Charlie is 9, already obsessed with dragons, asleep in his room. Percy is 5, precise, organized, tucked in with his books. Fred and George are 3, twins, identical, finally quiet after hours of mischief. And Ron, 15 months old, red hair, blue eyes, laughing in his crib. Molly kisses his forehead. Sleep well, my darling. Begins cleaning the kitchen. Arthur feels it first. The wards shatter. No warning, no gradual weakening. Just sudden violent collapse. He spins. Wand out. Molly, take the children, and 3 figures in black robes materialize in the garden. Death Eater masks. White. Expressionless. Blood traitor, one hisses. The voice is cultured. Cruel. You celebrated the Dark Lord's fall. You sheltered Muggleborns. You rejected your own kind. Arthur recognizes the voice. Yaxley. Get away from my home. Your home? Another Death Eater laughs. Rookwood, this hovel. You disgrace pureblood heritage by living like Muggles. Arthur casts. Protego Maxima. But 3 against 1, the Death Eaters attack. Coordinated. Brutal. Inside, Molly hears the explosions, grabs her wand, runs upstairs. Charlie, Percy, wake up. The boys stumble out of their rooms, confused, frightened. Out the back, now. Run to the Lovegoods. Don't stop. Mum, what? Go! Charlie grabs Percy's hand. They run. Molly rushes to the twins' room, scoops them up, 1 in each arm. They're crying now, terrified. She gets them to the back door, pushes them outside. Run, follow your brothers. But running, Molly turns back. Ron, still in his crib upstairs. She runs, takes the stairs 2 at a time. Outside, Arthur's shield is failing. Yaxley casts. Crucio, the curse hits. Arthur screams, falls, convulses, his wand drops. Molly bursts into Ron's room, grabs him from the crib. He's crying now, reaching for her. It's all right, my love. Mummy's here. She turns toward the door. A Death Eater stands there, the 3rd one, Mulciber. Nowhere to run, blood traitor. Wand raised. You will not touch my son. How touching. He casts. Avada Kedavra. Green light. Molly falls, dead before she hits the floor. Downstairs, Arthur is still under the Cruciatus curse. He can't scream anymore, can't breathe, can only watch as Yaxley approaches. Your wife is dead, your children scattered. Your blood traitor lines ends tonight. Arthur tries to speak, can't. Avada Kedavra. Upstairs, Ron screams, alone, crying for his mother. Mulciber looks at the baby, raises his wand. Stop. Yaxley enters the room. The Dark Lord wants this one alive. Blood traitor spawn. The Dark Lord has his reasons. Take the child. Mulciber hesitates, then lowers his wand. He picks up Ron. The baby screams. Kicks, fights. Quiet, brat. Ron doesn't quiet. Keeps screaming. Keeps reaching for where his mother fell. They disapparate. The burrow stands silent. 2 bodies inside. Outside, 4 small children run through the darkness toward safety. They don't know yet that they're orphans. The Riddle House, December dawn. Voldemort's wraith hovers over Pettigrew. The possession is more stable now. Rituals have strengthened the bond. Bellatrix enters carrying Ron. The baby is exhausted from crying. Red-faced, hiccuping, the Weasley boy, my lord. Voldemort examines him through Pettigrew's eyes. Red hair, blue eyes, pure blood features despite the family's poverty. The Weasley line, ancient, resourceful. They survived centuries by adapting, by outthinking enemies with superior resources. This child has that blood, that instinct, but he's a blood traitor's son, Bellatrix protests. His parents are dead, he has no memory of them, no loyalty to their cause. He is a blank slate, like the Potter boy. Place him near Harry. Let them grow together, brothers in tragedy, if not in blood. Ron is taken upstairs. The nursery has been transformed, no longer cold stone, now warm. Enchanted ceiling showing stars. 2 cribs. Harry is awake in one, playing with his toes. He looks up when Ron is brought in. Narcissa places Ron in the 2nd crib. He's stopped crying, just stares at the ceiling, exhausted, traumatized. Harry watches him, curious. They're so small, Narcissa whispers. So helpless. They won't be helpless for long, Voldemort's voice echoes from the doorway. Pettigrew stands there, wraith flickering around him. I will make them strong, ruthless, loyal only to power. And to each other? Narcissa asks. Voldemort considers this. Perhaps loyalty to each other could be useful, as long as their ultimate loyalty is to me. Tiny hand, Voldemort extends Pettigrew's finger. Harry grabs it. The Horcrux connection pulses. Warm, familiar, home. Harry smiles. Voldemort feels something unexpected. Not love, but possession, pride. This child is his creation, his heir. Sleep, my children. Tomorrow your education begins. March 1982. 3 months later, somewhere in suburban London. The Granger home. Neat. Middle class, respectable. Dan and Emma Granger are dentists. Successful. Caring. They have one daughter, Hermione. 2 years old, precocious, brilliant. She's in the living room, surrounded by books. Reading, actually reading, not picture books. Real books. Emma watches from the doorway, pride mixed with concern. She's so advanced, Dan. Is it normal? She's gifted. We should encourage it. But she's 2. She should be playing with toys, not reading university level. A book on the top shelf wobbles, then flies across the room. It hovers in front of Hermione. She reaches for it, grabs it out of the air, opens it, starts reading. Emma gasps. Did you see that? I saw it. How did she? I don't know. They stare at their daughter. She's oblivious. Reading. Learning. Neither of them notices the shadows gathering outside. That night, the Grangers sleep. Hermione is awake. She doesn't sleep much. Too much to learn, too much to explore. Her bedroom door opens. A man enters. Tall, pale, white blonde hair. Lucius Malfoy. Behind him, 2 others. Antonin Dolohov, Augustus Rookwood. Hermione looks at them. No fear, just curiosity. Hello, she says clearly. Advanced vocabulary for a 2-year-old. Lucius kneels. Eye level. Hello, child. Do you know what you are? I'm Hermione. You're a witch. A very powerful witch. What's a witch? Someone who can make books fly. Someone who can do impossible things. Someone special. I am special. Yes. And we're here to take you somewhere you can learn. Somewhere you can be with others like you. Will there be books? Takes Lucius's hand. Wait. My parents will be taken care of. They won't remember you were ever gone. Dolohov and Rookwood go to the master bedroom. Minutes later, they return. It's done. Memory modifications complete. They'll believe she died in an accident. Car crash. Next week, Hermione doesn't understand. Too young, but she feels something, a coldness. Let's go, Lucius says. They disapparate. The Riddle House. Dawn. 3 cribs now. Harry, 17 months, playing with a toy wand. Waving it. Sparks fly. Ron, 17 months, stacking blocks. Precise, strategic. Even at this age. And now Hermione, 2 years. Sitting up, looking around, analyzing. Voldemort enters. Pettigrew's body is deteriorating. Skin gray. Eyes sunken. But the wraith is stronger. He approaches Hermione's crib. Welcome, child. I am Lord Voldemort. You will call me Master. Do you understand? Yes. You will live here. You will learn here. You will become powerful here. Do you understand? Yes. Narcissa, Lucius, all present. 3 children, 3 blank slates. I will not repeat the mistakes of the past. I will not trust fools and sycophants. These 3 will be my legacy, raised in darkness, bound by power, loyal to nothing but each other and to me. Bellatrix steps forward. How shall we raise them, my lord? With discipline, with knowledge, with ruthlessness. Narcissa, you will provide the care they need to survive. Lucius, you will teach them how power works in our world. Bellatrix, you will teach them to fight, to kill, to never show mercy. Yes, my lord. Voldemort approaches the 3 cribs. You 3, Harry, Ron, Hermione, you are mine now. You will have no family but this one. No loyalty but to me. No purpose but to serve and to conquer. Ron and Hermione through simple physical contact. I will make you into weapons, perfect, precise. Unstoppable. Narcissa watches. She sees 3 babies, so small, so innocent. But she says nothing. The Dark Lord has spoken. That night, the nursery is quiet. 3 children in 3 cribs. Harry is the only one who doesn't cry. The Horcrux connection soothes him. Voldemort's presence is comfort, is home. Ron clutches a scorched teddy bear. The only thing salvaged from the burrow. He doesn't remember his mother, but he remembers warmth, safety, now gone. Hermione stares at the ceiling, thinking, processing, already adapting. Narcissa sits in a rocking chair, watching them. They're so young, she whispers to herself. What will they become? Bellatrix appears in the doorway, whatever the Dark Lord makes them, and they will be glorious. Narcissa doesn't respond. Below, in the ritual chamber, Voldemort begins the first blood ritual. Using Harry's blood, just a drop, mixed with his own essence, the Lily Potter protection begins to dilute, replaced slowly, methodically, with Voldemort's magical signature. By the time Harry is 11, he will be magically kin to the Dark Lord. The protection will mean nothing. The process has begun. Years pass, the children grow, training begins. Age 3, all three can speak clearly. Hermione is reading at a first-grade level. Harry shows signs of accidental magic daily. Ron is methodical, precise, building elaborate towers with blocks only to knock them down and rebuild them better. The courtyard. Cold morning, frost on stone. Harry stands before Bellatrix. He's small, 3 years old. But he doesn't cry. Cast, Bellatrix commands. Harry holds a stick, not a wand, just a stick. He points it at a rat. Captured, trapped in a cage. Heard it. Harry hesitates. You hesitate. Your enemies will not hesitate. Cast. Harry focuses the accidental magic he's been doing his whole life. He tries to control it, direct it. The stick sparks. The rat squeaks. A small burn appears on its fur. Bellatrix smiles. Again, stronger. Harry casts. The rat squeals, burn, spread. Good, you have power. Now you must learn precision. She takes the stick, draws a target on the wall, small circle, hit the center. Only the center, Harry tries. Misses. The spell scorches the wall, 2 inches left of target. Again. He tries, misses. Again. He tries. Closer. Again. Hours pass. Harry's arms ache. He's exhausted. But he keeps trying. Finally, the spell hits the center. Bellatrix claps. Slow. Deliberate. Adequate. Tomorrow we do it faster. The library. That same day. Hermione sits surrounded by books. She's 3 years old, reading magical theory texts meant for 7th years. She doesn't understand everything, but she absorbs, processes, remembers. Lucius enters. Still reading, I see. There's so much to learn, and you will learn all of it, but knowledge without application is worthless. Tell me, what did you learn today? Hermione doesn't hesitate. Transfiguration requires understanding the essential nature of both objects. You can't change something unless you know what it is and what you want it to become. Correct. And what does that teach you about power? Hermione thinks. That you must understand your enemy before you can defeat them? Lucius smiles. Precisely. Knowledge is power, but only if you use it strategically. Remember that. He places a new book before her. This is ancient runes. You're too young to understand it fully, but begin. By the time you're 5, you'll be fluent. The war room. Converted dining hall. Ron sits across from Lucius. Between them, a chessboard. But these aren't normal pieces. They're animated figures. Tiny wizards and witches representing real people. This is the Minister for Magic, Lucius explains, pointing to the king. This is his advisor, the Queen. These are Aurors, the Knights, Ron watches. Learning. In politics, everyone is a piece. Everyone has predictable movements. Your job is to see 3 moves ahead. To sacrifice pawns to protect your king. To never waste a piece unless the sacrifice gains you advantage. Ron nods, absorbs. Your move. Ron studies the board, moves a pawn. Lucius counters, moves his knight. They play. Ron loses. Badly. Again, Ron loses. Again. 20 games. Ron loses all of them, but each game he lasts longer, sees more, learns. By the 20th game, Lucius has to think before each move. You're learning, Lucius observes. Good. Soon you'll be ready for real applications. What real applications? The Ministry? The Wizengamot? The families that control Britain? They're all chess pieces, Ron. And one day you'll move them all. Age 5. The wand ceremony. Ollivander is brought to the Riddle House, blindfolded. Under imperious curse, he doesn't know where he is. Won't remember afterward. 3 children stand before him. Harry, Ron. Hermione. Ollivander removes the blindfold inside the ritual chamber. No windows, no identifying features. I am to fit you with wands. His voice is uncertain. The Imperious makes him compliant but confused. Yes, Voldemort's voice echoes. He doesn't possess Pettigrew during this. Just speaks from the shadows, wraith form. Ollivander pulls wands from his case, one by one. For Harry, 17 wands fail. Then the 18th, holly and phoenix feather, 11 inches, nice and supple. Magic explodes. Red and gold sparks. Ollivander's eyes widen. Curious, very curious, this wand's twin gave you that scar? Explain, Voldemort commands. The phoenix who gave the feather for this wand gave one other feather, just one. That wand chose Tom Riddle many years ago. Silence. Then Voldemort laughs. Cold, cruel, poetic. The wand that destroyed my body now serves my heir. I accept this. For Ron, 14 attempts, then success. Ash and unicorn hair. 14 inches. Surprisingly swishy. Adaptive magic, Ollivander murmurs. This wand will serve a strategist well. For Hermione, 12 attempts. Then the match. Vinewood and dragon heartstring. 10 3/4 inches. Unyielding, relentless. Ollivander says, this wand will not falter, neither will its master. Voldemort is pleased. Excellent, you have served your purpose, Wandmaker. He's returned to his shop with no knowledge of the visit. The children hold their wands. Real wands, finally. Your training accelerates now, Voldemort tells them. With wands you can learn true magic, and you will learn it all. Age 7, the Cruciatus lesson, the dungeons beneath the Riddle House. Bellatrix stands before the 3 children. They're 7 now, taller, stronger, but still children. Before them, a captured wizard, middle-aged, terrified, bound to a chair. Who is he? Harry asks. He is a blood traitor. He sheltered Muggleborns. He defied the Dark Lord's vision. He is nothing. He is a tool for your education. The man whimpers. Please, I have a family. Silencio. Bellatrix waves her wand. The man's voice cuts off. She turns to the children. Today you learn the unforgivable curses, specifically Cruciatus, the torture curse. She demonstrates on a rat first. The creature convulses, screams. The curse requires intent. You must mean to cause pain. You must want to hurt. Half-hearted attempts fail. The incantation is Crucio, but the incantation means nothing without will. You will each cast it on this man. Ron pales slightly. He's a person. He is a tool. Tools do not matter. What matters is your ability to use them. Hermione steps forward first. Wand raised. Crucio. Nothing happens. Again, with intent. Crucio. Still nothing. You're holding back. Why? I don't want to hurt him. Then you are weak. Weakness will get you killed. The man is irrelevant. Your survival is what matters. Cast. Now. Hermione's face hardens. She looks at the man. Sees him not as a person, as an equation, a variable, a test. Crucio. The man convulses, screams silently, veins bulge. Hermione holds it for 5 seconds. Stops. The man slumps. Alive. Suffering. Adequate, Bellatrix says. Ron, your turn. Ron shakes his head. I can't. You can. You will. Why? What purpose does this serve? It serves the purpose of teaching you that mercy is a luxury you cannot afford. Cast. Ron hesitates, looks at Harry. Harry nods slightly, encouraging. Ron raises his wand. Crucio, the curse hits. The man screams again. Ron holds it for 3 seconds. Stops. He looks ill. Weak, Bellatrix spits. But you cast it. That's progress. Harry, show them how it's done. Looks at the man, feels the Horcrux connection pulse. Voldemort is watching, approving. Crucio, the curse hits perfectly. The man writhes, screams. Harry holds it. 10 seconds. 20. 30. Enough, Bellatrix says. Harry stops. The man is barely conscious. Harry feels nauseous, runs to the corner, vomits. But he doesn't cry. Bellatrix is impressed. You cast perfectly, your body rejects it. But your will is strong. That will fade. Soon you won't vomit. You won't feel anything. Harry wipes his mouth. Good. Hermione watches him. Clinical, analyzing. The physiological response is normal. Cognitive dissonance between action and moral conditioning. It will decrease with exposure. Ron stares at her. You sound like a book. Age 8, the chess lesson. Ron is 8. Lucius has been teaching him for 5 years. Today, the lesson is different. The chessboard shows the ministry. Each piece has a name tag. real officials. The minister wants to pass a law, Lucius explains, restricting werewolf rights. You oppose this law, not because you care about werewolves, but because the minister's enemy supports it. If the minister loses this vote, he loses political capital. How do you defeat the law? Correct, but his supporters aren't. I target them, find their weaknesses, blackmail, bribery, whatever works. Show me. Ron moves pieces, identifies 3 key supporters, explains how to leverage each. This one has a gambling debt. I threaten to expose it. This one had an affair. I threaten his family. I promise him the minister's position if he betrays him. Lucius smiles, and when they all turn, what happens? The minister loses the vote, loses credibility, becomes vulnerable. To control the ministry, you don't need to be minister. You need to control the pieces around him. Make him dance to your tune while he thinks he's leading. When you go to Hogwarts, you'll use these skills. Identify the players, map the alliances, control the game. I will. Age 9. Hermione's first ritual. Voldemort summons Hermione to the ritual chamber. She's 9. Brilliant, but still a child. Sit, he commands. Pettigrew's body is skeletal now, dying, but Voldemort's wraith is stronger than ever. Hermione sits, calm, curious. I have news. Your parents are dead. A car accident. Tragic, unavoidable. Hermione's face doesn't change. I see. Do you feel anything? Should I? Most children would grieve. I don't remember them. Not really. They're strangers who happened to create me. Voldemort is pleased. Good. Sentiment is weakness. But their deaths need not be meaningless. I can show you how to use them, to make yourself stronger. How? How death can empower life. If you perform this ritual using their remains, you will permanently enhance your magical core. You will be stronger, faster, more powerful. You've already lost them. This simply gives their deaths purpose. It honors them, makes them meaningful. Hermione considers, 9 years old, making a choice that will define her forever. I'll do it. The ritual is complex. Hermione reads the instructions, performs each step precisely. Their ashes are brought, mixed with her blood, channeled through runes. Dark magic flows into her. Through her magical core expands, doubles. She feels it. Power, raw, unlimited. When it's done, she doesn't cry. She feels nothing but the magic. Voldemort watches. How do you feel? Stronger, good. This is just the beginning. Narcissa watches from the doorway. Horror on her face, but she says nothing. Age 10, the sibling pact, training accident. Bellatrix duels Ron, teaching him combat, pushing him hard, too hard. The cutting curse she casts goes wide, slices Ron's arm, deep. He falls, bleeding. Harry and Hermione rush to him. Bellatrix heals it quickly, but the damage is done. That night, the 3 children sneak to the library. She could have killed you, Harry says, voice shaking. She didn't mean to, Ron replies. But his voice is uncertain. Doesn't matter. We're tools to them, weapons. We need to protect ourselves. How? Hermione asks. Harry has been researching. In the restricted section, found something. A blood oath. It binds us together, makes us family, magically. If one of us is threatened, the others feel it. If one dies, the others know immediately. It's protection and loyalty, Ron adds. We swear to protect each other, above everyone else. Even Voldemort? Hermione asks. Harry hesitates, then nods. Even him, if it comes to that. Blood of my blood, Harry intones. Reading from the ancient text. Shadow of my shadow, Ron continues. We 3 against the world, Hermione finishes. When one bleeds, all bleed. Magic seals. Dark red light flashes. They feel it. The connection. Not like Harry's Horcrux bond. Different. Equal. Shared. I can feel you, Hermione whispers. Both of you. Me too, Ron says. Harry smiles. We're family now. Really family, not because Voldemort said so, because we chose it. They hear footsteps. Approaching, Voldemort enters, sees the blood, the ritual circle. The children freeze. He looks at them for a long moment, then smiles, faint, almost proud. You've bound yourselves together, good. Loyalty to each other will make you stronger, as long as your ultimate loyalty remains with me. It does, Harry says quickly. We'll see. You're ready for the next phase. Next year you prepare for Hogwarts. You will infiltrate, gather intelligence, and bring me the Philosopher's Stone." The children exchange glances. Their first real mission, summer 1991. The Riddle House. 3 owls arrive simultaneously at breakfast. Harry, Ron, and Hermione are 11 years old now. Poised, trained, dangerous despite their youth. The owls drop 3 identical letters, heavy parchment, wax seals. Hermione opens hers first, reads aloud, "Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. Headmaster Albus Dumbledore. Dear Miss Granger, we are pleased to inform you that you have been accepted." "We know what it says," Ron interrupts. "We've been expecting this." Harry stares at his letter. The name on the envelope, Harry Potter. The boy who lived. A lie. A cover story Lucius manufactured years ago. Harry was hidden by a secret guardian to protect him from Death Eaters. No one knows Voldemort took him. Voldemort enters. Pettigrew's body is barely functional now. Skin stretched over bone. Eyes sunken. But the Wraith is powerful. Nearly strong enough to manifest without a host. "The time has come," Voldemort says. "You will go to Hogwarts, you will appear as ordinary students, you will excel academically but not suspiciously so. You will make allies, gather intelligence, and you will secure the Philosopher's Stone." "The stone is at Hogwarts?" Hermione asks. "Nicholas Flamel created it 600 years ago. It grants immortality. Dumbledore is hiding it in the castle. He believes it's safe. He's wrong." "What do you want us to do?" Harry asks. "Infiltrate. Observe. Dumbledore has placed protections around the stone. I need you to map them. Identify weaknesses. When the time is right, you will retrieve it." "Why not send Death Eaters?" Ron asks. Strategic question. Logical. Because Death Eaters are known, watched, suspected. But 3 children, 3 innocent students, no one will suspect. Dumbledore will welcome you, trust you, and you will betray that trust. Lucius steps forward, hands them each a folder. Your cover identities. Study them, memorize every detail. You must be perfect. Harry opens his, reads. Harry Potter, orphaned at 15 months, raised by a secret guardian named Augustus Pemberton, a retired Auror who died last year, now ward of the ministry until Hogwarts age. No living relatives. Pemberton doesn't exist, Harry says. Correct. I created him in ministry records, birth certificate, death certificate, guardian papers, all legitimate, all false. No one will question it. Ron's file is thicker, his cover is more complex. Ronald Weasley survived the Burrow attack, adopted by the Clearwater family, distant pure-blood relatives. They're real. They're also Death Eater sympathizers under Imperius. They'll corroborate the story if anyone asks. My brothers, Ron says quietly. Bill and Charlie. They're still alive. What if they recognize me? Neither will be at the castle. You're safe. Ron nods, relieved. He doesn't remember them. But the idea of being recognized unsettles him. Hermione's cover is simplest. Hermione Granger. Muggleborn. Brilliant. No alterations needed. The wizarding world expects Muggleborns to appear from nowhere. What about our training? Hermione asks. We're years ahead of normal students. Won't that raise suspicion? You'll hide it, Voldemort says. Show competence, not mastery. Answer questions, but don't demonstrate advanced magic. Be the brightest in your year. But not impossibly so. What about houses? Harry asks. We need to be in the same house. Slytherin, Voldemort says immediately. You will all be sorted into Slytherin. The sorting hat reads minds. But you've been trained in occlumency since age 6. You will control what it sees. Dumbledore will be suspicious if all 3 of us go to Slytherin, Ron points out. Especially Harry, the boy who lived in Slytherin. That's unusual. Let him be suspicious. He can't prove anything. And Slytherin is where you'll find useful allies. Pure-blood children. Future Death Eaters. Cultivate them. Narcissa enters. The children will need school supplies. Robes. Books. Wands. They have wands, Voldemort says. Wands that Ollivander fitted 6 years ago, under Imperius. If they go to Diagon Alley and Ollivander sees them, he might remember. Subconsciously, Voldemort considers. Good point. We'll say the wands were inherited. Family heirlooms. No need to visit Ollivander. And the supplies, Narcissa presses. Lucius will take them, publicly. The Malfoy family escorting orphaned children. It builds sympathy, makes you appear respectable. As you command, my lord. Diagon Alley, late July. The alley is crowded, families shopping for school supplies, children excited, parents nostalgic. Lucius leads Harry, Ron, and Hermione through the throng. They're dressed well, expensive robes, but not ostentatious. Harry draws stairs, whispers follow. Is that Harry Potter? The boy who lived? I thought he was dead. No, hidden, protected from you-know-who's followers. Harry ignores them. Practiced, he's been trained for this. Show humility, mild confusion, play the orphaned hero. They enter Flourish and Blots. The bookstore is packed. Hermione gravitates toward the shelves immediately, runs her fingers along spines. She wants to buy everything, but restrains herself. Only the required texts, plus 1 or 2 extras for appearances. A bushy-haired girl would buy extra books. It's in character. Ron watches the crowd, always analyzing, identifying threats, exits, strategic positions. A boy approaches, pale, pointed face, platinum blonde hair. Draco Malfoy, Lucius's son. Father, Draco says, then notices the other children. Who are they? Draco, may I present Harry Potter, Ronald Weasley, and Hermione Granger. They'll be attending Hogwarts this year. Draco's eyes widen. Harry Potter? Really? Harry extends his hand. Practiced, polite. Just Harry. Pleased to meet you. Draco shakes, uncertain. You're a Weasley? He looks at Ron with undisguised disdain. Ron's trained to react, to appear insulted, but he doesn't, just smiles blandly. Adopted by the Clearwaters. But yes, Weasley blood. And you? Draco looks at Hermione. Granger, that's not a wizarding name. Muggle-born, Hermione says. No shame, no apology. Stated fact. Draco sneers. A mudblood. Lucius's hand comes down on Draco's shoulder. Hard. That word is vulgar. We do not use it in public. Draco flushes. Sorry, Father. Apologize to Miss Granger. I'm sorry. Hermione nods. Gracious. Apology accepted. But inside, she's cataloging. Draco Malfoy, Lucius's son. 11 years old. Insecure. Desperate for approval. Easy to manipulate. They finish shopping. Rogues from Madame Malkin's. Cauldrons, potion ingredients. Everything on the list. No wands from Ollivander's. Lucius claims they have family wands already. No one questions it. As they leave, Harry catches a glimpse of someone familiar. A boy. Round-faced, nervous, searching for something. Neville Longbottom. Harry knows him from the files Lucius compiled. His parents were tortured into insanity by Bellatrix. They're in St. Mungo's. Permanent ward. Neville is raised by his grandmother. Strict. Demanding. He'll never live up to his parents' legacy. Another potential asset. Another piece on the board. Harry files it away. Keeps walking. The Riddle House. 2 weeks before term. The War Room. Maps of Hogwarts cover the walls. Detailed. Lucius obtained them through ministry contacts. Voldemort stands before the maps. The children sit, listening. Hogwarts is a fortress, ancient wards, powerful enchantments, but every fortress has weaknesses. Your mission has 3 objectives. He points to the map. Objective 1, locate the Philosopher's Stone. Dumbledore has hidden it somewhere in the castle. Find it, map the protections around it. Report back to me via Draco Malfoy. Draco, Ron asks. He doesn't know we're working for you, and he won't. But he has access to his father. You will pass information to Draco. He'll pass it to Lucius. Lucius will pass it to me. The chain is secure. Objective 2, gather intelligence on Dumbledore, his movements, his allies, the Order of the Phoenix Remnants, who visits him, who he trusts. Everything. You are students, nothing more. If you're discovered, the mission fails. If Dumbledore suspects, the mission fails. You must be flawless. Rules of engagement? Hermione asks. Always precise. No unnecessary violence. Discovery means mission failure. You may defend yourselves if attacked, but do not initiate. Do not draw attention. Harry asks, do we befriend them? Avoid them. Befriend selectively. Identify useful allies. Neville Longbottom. Weak and secure. Easy to influence. Draco Malfoy. Arrogant. Desperate to prove himself. Others. You'll recognize them. What about Gryffindors? Ron asks. If we're in Slytherin, they'll distrust us automatically. Pure blood families, future power players. Focus there. Bellatrix speaks from the corner, and if someone threatens you, we defend ourselves, Harry says. Trained response. Correctly, but remember, dead students raise questions. Injured students raise questions. Humiliated students, no. One cares. Use words before wands. Manipulation before violence. Unassuming. Communication devices, she explains. Enchanted coins, you each take one if you need to communicate urgently, tap it 3 times. The others will feel it warm, pulsing. Meet in private and discuss. They take the coins. Pocket them, one more thing, Voldemort says. The sorting hat, it will try to read you. See your true selves. You must control what it sees. Show it ambition, cunning, resourcefulness. But hide the depth. Hide the training. Hide me. What if it insists on another house, Hermione asks. Argue. The hat respects choice. Tell it you choose Slytherin. It will comply. And if it doesn't, Voldemort's eyes narrow, then you fail, and failure is unacceptable. The weight settles. This is real. This is happening. You leave in 1 week, Voldemort says. Prepare yourselves. When you return at Christmas, I expect results. September 1st, King's Cross Station. Platform 9 3/4. The barrier between platforms 9 and 10 shimmers. Families pass through. Disappearing, Harry, Ron, and Hermione stand together. Lucius escorts them. Narcissa is with him. Draco beside them. Remember, Lucius says quietly, you are students. Act like students. Be excited. Be nervous. Be normal. We know, Harry says. They pass through the barrier. The Hogwarts Express gleams. Scarlet. Steam rising, students boarding, parents crying, chaos, joy, fear. Harry feels nothing, just observes. Catalogs, prepares. They board, find an empty compartment. Draco tries to follow, but Lucius steers him elsewhere. The compartment door closes. They're alone. Ron immediately pulls out a small device, sweeps for listening charms. Clear. Good, Hermione says. We have 7 hours. Let's finalize the plan. They spread notes across the seats, formations, code words, contingencies. If we're separated during sorting, we signal with the coins, Harry says. If one of us doesn't make Slytherin, we adapt. Stay close regardless, Ron adds. If Dumbledore questions us individually, we stick to cover stories. No deviations, Hermione finishes. A knock on the compartment door. They hide the notes instantly. Hermione pulls out a book. Ron pretends to sleep. Harry stares out the window. The door slides open. The round-faced boy from Diagon Alley, Neville Longbottom. Sorry, have you seen a toad? I've lost him. His name is Trevor. Harry turns, smiles, friendly, harmless. We haven't, but we can help you look if you'd like. Really, that's kind of you. I'm Harry, Harry Potter. Neville's eyes widen. The Harry Potter? Just Harry. This is Ron Weasley and Hermione Granger. Pleased to meet you. I'm Neville Longbottom. Longbottom, your parents were Frank and Alice Longbottom, famous Aurors. Neville's face falls. Yes, they're in St. Mungo's now. They were tortured by Death Eaters. They don't recognize me anymore. Vulnerability. Weakness. Harry softens his expression. Sympathy. I'm sorry. I lost my parents too, to Voldemort. I understand what it's like. And my parents were killed by Death Eaters, Ron adds. Lying smoothly. His cover story? We're all orphans here. Neville looks like he might cry. I didn't know, I'm sorry. Don't be, Hermione says. Kind, gentle. We survive. That's what matters. Why don't you sit with us? We'll find Trevor later. Neville sits, grateful, desperate for connection. They talk. Harmless conversation. Hogwarts, houses, nerves about sorting. Neville relaxes, opens up, talks about his grandmother. How strict she is. How disappointed she'll be if he's not in Gryffindor like his parents. Harry listens. Files it away. Neville Longbottom, insecure. Seeks approval. Fears disappointment. Exploitable. But he doesn't exploit. Not yet. Just befriends. Plants seeds. The train journey passes. They find Trevor eventually, under a seat 3 compartments down. Neville is pathetically grateful. Thank you so much. I don't know what I'd do without him. Anytime, Harry says, means it assets require maintenance. As the train nears Hogwarts, they change into robes. Black, standard, unremarkable. They see the castle through the window. Massive, ancient, imposing. It's real, Ron says quietly. It's our battlefield, Hermione corrects. Harry touches his scar. The Horcrux pulses. Voldemort is watching. Waiting. Let's win, Harry says. Hogwarts, the Great Hall. First years are led inside by Professor McGonagall, stern, precise, deputy headmistress. The hall is breathtaking. Floating candles, enchanted ceiling showing night sky. 4 long tables for each house. Harry forces himself to look amazed. He's studied this hall in drawings, knows every detail, but he acts like it's his first time. McGonagall explains the sorting, houses, importance, unity. Then she brings out the sorting hat. Old, patched, sentient, it sings. A new song, about the houses, their values, working together. Then the sorting begins. Names called alphabetically. Abbott, Hannah, Hufflepuff. Applause. The girl joins her table. More names, more sortings. Granger, Hermione. Hermione walks forward, sits on the stool. McGonagall places the hat on her head. Inside Hermione's mind, a voice speaks. Hat. Oh my. What brilliance. What knowledge. Ravenclaw would treasure you. Hermione. Thinking. I need Slytherin. Hat. Slytherin. But you have such thirst for learning. Ravenclaw is perfect for Hermione. Knowledge is a tool. Power is the goal. I choose Slytherin. Hat. A muggle born in Slytherin? That's highly unusual. Hermione. I don't care about tradition. I care about winning. Slytherin teaches winning. Hat. You're cunning, ambitious, and you know exactly what you want. Very well. Slytherin. Shocked silence, then scattered applause from the Slytherin table. A muggle born in Slytherin. Unprecedented in recent memory. Hermione walks to the table, sits, ignores the stares. More names? Longbottom Neville. Finally, Gryffindor. Neville looks relieved. Goes to join his table. Harry watches. Neville in Gryffindor, as expected. Still useful. Different house doesn't matter. Malfoy, Draco. Slytherin, Draco smirks. Joins the Slytherin table. Sits near Hermione. More names. Potter, Harry. The hall goes silent. Everyone turns. Harry walks to the stool, sits. McGonagall places the hat on his head. Hat. Harry Potter. I've been waiting for you. Harry, have you? Hat. The boy who lived. Interesting. Very interesting. You have your mother's eyes. Your father's courage. But there's something else. Something dark. The hat senses the Horcrux, but doesn't understand it. Harry, I've had a difficult life. Darkness is natural. Hat. Yes, I see ambition. Cunning, you do well in Slytherin. Harry. That's where I want to be. Hat. But you also have courage, loyalty. Gryffindor would suit you, like your parents. Harry, my parents are dead. I choose my own path. I choose Slytherin. Hat. You're certain? Harry. Absolutely. Hat. Then so be it. Slytherin. The hall erupts. Shocked whispers. Gasps. Harry Potter. The boy who lived. In Slytherin. Harry walks to the Slytherin table. Sits next to Hermione. Draco looks thrilled. Potter! I knew you were one of us. Harry smiles. Non-committal. At the head table, Dumbledore watches. His expression is unreadable, but his eyes are sharp, calculating. More names. Weasley Ronald. Ron walks forward. The hat settles. H.T.A. Weasley. Your brothers were all Gryffindor. Ron. I'm not my brothers. Hat. No. You're different. Strategic. Calculating. You see people as chess pieces. Ron. I see people as they are. Tools. Allies. Enemies. Nothing more. Hat. That's cold. For a Weasley. Ron. I'm practical. And I choose Slytherin. Hat. Your family won't approve. Ron. My family is at the Slytherin table. I choose them. Hat. Very well. Slytherin. Applause from Slytherin. Stunned silence from Gryffindor. 3 unusual sortings. Harry Potter. A Muggle-born. A Weasley. All in Slytherin. Ron sits with Harry and Hermione. We did it, Hermione whispers. Phase 1 complete, Ron replies. Dumbledore stands, makes his announcements, welcome speech, rules, Forbidden Forest. Third floor corridor forbidden to anyone who doesn't wish to die a painful death. Harry's eyes sharpen. Third floor corridor. Forbidden. Deadly. That's where the stone is. Has to be. The feast appears. Food materializes on golden plates. They eat, maintaining appearances, but inside they're planning, analyzing, preparing. Their mission has begun. October. 2 months into term. Classes are easy, almost boring. Harry, Ron, and Hermione excel. But carefully, they answer questions correctly, but not too quickly. Demonstrate competence, not mastery. Hermione is top of every class, expected for a know-it-all muggle-born. Harry is talented at defense against the dark arts, expected for the boy who lived. Ron is surprisingly good at strategy-based subjects like chess and tactics and charms. Surprising but not suspicious. They've identified the key players. Neville Longbottom, Gryffindor. Insecure. They've befriended him. He eats lunch with them sometimes. Trusts them. Draco Malfoy. Slytherin, arrogant. Desperate to impress. Follows Harry like a puppy. Other Slytherins. Theodore Nott, Blaise Zabini. Daphne Greengrass, potential allies. Being cultivated. And Professor Quirrell, defense against the dark arts teacher. Nervous. Stuttering. Wears a turban constantly. Harry's scar burns around him. The Horcrux connection reacts violently. One day, Harry lingers after class. Professor Quirrell? Quirrell jumps. Potter, what can I do for you? I was wondering about defensive spells. Against dark creatures. Do you have any recommendations for extra reading? Yes, of course. Come to my office. I have some texts. Harry follows. Quirrell's office is cluttered, books everywhere, the turban never comes off. As Harry gets closer, his scar burns worse. And then he hears it, a voice, in his mind, not his own, not even Voldemort's usual presence. Different, weaker. Voice, Harry Potter. Harry doesn't react externally, but internally he responds. Harry? My lord? Voice, you recognize me. Harry? Always. Voice. Good. I am here possessing Quirrell. I've been here since before term started. Harry, why didn't you tell me? Voice. I wanted to see if you'd discover it yourself. You did. Well done. Harry, what do you need from me? Voice. Continue your mission, locate the stone. But do not retrieve it yet. I will tell you when the time is right. Harry. Understood. Quirrell hands Harry a book. This should help. Dark creatures and their weaknesses. Thank you, Professor. Harry leaves. That night he tells Ron and Hermione via the enchanted coins. They meet in an empty classroom. Voldemort is possessing Quirrell, Harry says. Are you certain? Hermione asks. Positive? I felt the Horcrux connection. He spoke to me. What did he say? Ron asks. Continue the mission. Find the stone. Wait for his signal before taking it. So Dumbledore's protections are probably a test, Hermione reasons. Voldemort wants to see if we can bypass them. Or he wants us to map them so he knows what he's dealing with, Ron suggests. Either way, we need to locate the stone first. Third floor corridor. That's where we start. They plan. Carefully, methodically. Halloween arrives. The Great Hall is decorated. Live bats. Floating pumpkins. Feast prepared. During the feast, Quirrell bursts through the doors. Troll in the dungeons. Thought you ought to know. He faints. Dramatically chaos. Students screaming. Teachers rushing. Dumbledore fires sparks. Silence. Prefects lead your houses to dormitories. Teachers, follow me. Everyone moves, panicked, confused. Harry, Ron, and Hermione exchange glances. This is staged. Has to be. Quirrell wouldn't bring a troll unless Voldemort ordered it. Distraction, so Quirrell can access the third floor. We follow, Harry whispers. They slip away from the crowd, head toward the forbidden corridor, arrive just as Quirrell exits. He sees them, freezes, then smiles slightly, nods. They nod back. He walks past, limping, injured. He tried to get past the protections, Hermione observes. Failed. Whatever's guarding the stone hurt him. We need to investigate, Ron says. They approach the door. Locked. Alahomora, Hermione casts. The door opens. Inside, darkness, then sound. Growling. Deep. Threefold. A three-headed dog. Massive, each head the size of a person. Fluffy, standing on a trapdoor. Cerberus, Hermione breathes. Hagrid must have provided it. Music puts it to sleep. That's how you get past. They retreat. Close the door. We know where the stone is, Harry says. Beneath Fluffy. Behind whatever other protections are down there. We report to Voldemort via Draco, Ron says. They find Draco the next day, casually, in the common room. Draco, need a favor, Harry says. Friendly. Conspiratorial. Anything Potter. Send a letter to your father. Tell him I'm doing well. And mention that there's a 3-headed dog guarding something on the 3rd floor. I thought it was interesting. He might enjoy the trivia. Draco looks puzzled, but agrees. Sure. Odd thing to mention, but okay. The message is sent. Lucius receives it. Understands immediately. Passes it to Voldemort. The chain works. December. Christmas break. Most students go home. Harry, Ron, and Hermione stay, claiming no family to visit. Dumbledore invites them to Christmas dinner. They accept, maintaining appearances, but they use the break to explore. Under Harry's invisibility cloak, inherited from his father, they sneak to the 3rd floor repeatedly. They study Fluffy, learn his patterns, test theories. Hermione researches the other protections. She finds references in the library. Devil's Snare, Deadly Plant, Killed by Fire and Light. Flying Keys, probably need a good seeker. A chess game, life-sized, dangerous potions puzzle, logic-based, each protection designed by a different teacher. Sprout, Flitwick, McGonagall, Snape, Quirrell. We can bypass all of them, Ron says confidently. I can win the chess game. Harry can catch the key. Hermione can solve the potion puzzle. But we don't, Harry says. Not yet. Voldemort hasn't given the signal. They wait, patient, disciplined. Christmas morning they receive gifts. Hermione gets books. Mundane, expected. Ron gets a Weasley sweater Molly made them for all her children before she died. Bill sent it. It says R on the front, red and gold. Ron stares at it, doesn't put it on, doesn't throw it away, just folds it carefully. Harry gets something unexpected. A package. No name, no note. Inside, a silvery cloak. The invisibility cloak. His father's. There's a note. Typed. Anonymous, your father left this in my possession before he died. It is time it was returned to you. Use it well. Dumbledore sent this. Testing him, helping him, both, doesn't matter. It's useful. They use it that very night. Explore the castle, find the mirror of Earist in an abandoned classroom. Harry approaches, looks into it. He sees himself, older, powerful. Standing beside Voldemort, fully corporeal, victorious. Ron looks, sees himself. Head boy Quidditch captain, respected. His own man. Hermione looks, sees herself. Surrounded by books, but also standing with Harry and Ron. Family. It shows our desires, Hermione says. What we want most. It's dangerous, Harry adds. Voldemort warned me about this. Don't stare too long. Desire without action is weakness. They leave, but the mirror stays in Harry's mind. Spring. April. Quirrell is getting weaker. The possession is burning him out. Voldemort contacts Harry more frequently now, via the Horcrux connection. Voldemort, the time approaches. Soon I will move for the stone. When I do, you must assist. Harry, how? Voldemort, I need you to go through the protections. Bring the stone to me, but make it look like you tried to stop me. Harry, I don't understand. Voldemort, Dumbledore suspects Quirrell, but he doesn't suspect you. If you go through the protections appearing to stop me, retrieve the stone, and then accidentally let me take it, Dumbledore will see you as a hero. The perfect cover. Harry, what about Ron and Hermione? Voldemort, bring them. The 3 of you working together will bypass the protections faster, and it reinforces your bond. Dumbledore values friendship, loyalty. Use that. Harry, when? Voldemort, soon. I will signal you. Be ready. May arrives. Exams finish. The castle is tense. Students sense something coming. One night, Quirrell makes his move. Harry feels it through the Horcrux connection. A pull. A command. Voldemort. Now. Go. 3rd floor. Stop Quirrell. Retrieve the stone. Bring it to me. Harry wakes Ron and Hermione. It's time. They don't hesitate. Dress quickly. Grab wands. Race to the 3rd floor. The door is already open. Fluffy is asleep. A harp plays magically in the corner. They descend through the trapdoor, land in Devil's Snare. It wraps around them, trying to strangle. Light, Hermione casts. Lumos Solem, the plant recoils. They fall through. Next chamber, flying keys. Hundreds, one with a bent wing. That one, Harry says, spots it immediately. He mounts a broomstick left in the room, flies, dodges, catches the key in seconds. They unlock the door. Continue. The chess chamber, life-sized pieces, black and white, waiting. I've got this, Ron says. He takes the white side, positions Harry and Hermione as pieces, knight and bishop, plays brilliantly, sacrifices pawns, maneuvers rooks, creates openings. The Black Queen moves to attack Ron's position. He expected it. Checkmate, Ron declares. The Black King surrenders. They pass. Final chamber. Potions, 7 bottles. A riddle on parchment, Hermione reads. Solves it in 30 seconds. This one goes forward. This one goes back. The others are poison or wine. Perfect. Harry, you go forward. We'll go back. Wait for you. No, we go together. The potion only has enough for one person, Hermione says. Harry looks at Ron. Ron nods, understanding. Go, Ron says. Finish the mission. We trust you. Harry takes the forward potion, drinks, walks through the flames, alone. The final chamber. The mirror of Erised stands in the center. Quirrell is there, staring into it, frustrated. I see myself presenting the stone to my master, but I cannot take it, playing his part. Professor Quirrell, step away from the mirror. Quirrell turns, smiles. Harry Potter right on time. His voice changes, high, cold, coming from the back of his head. Let me speak to him. Quirrell unwraps his turban. On the back of his skull, a face, pale, red eyes, noseless. Voldemort, Harry, the face says. My son. Harry feels the Horcrux pulse, warmth, connection, home. But he plays his part. You're using Quirrell. I am. But soon I won't need him. Soon I'll have the stone. The elixir of life. I'll restore my body. I won't let you. You won't stop me. Look into the mirror. Tell me what you see. Harry approaches, looks, he sees himself, older, beside Voldemort. But now there's something in his hand. The Philosopher's Stone. It appears in his pocket. Heavy. Real. The mirror's enchantment. It gives the stone to someone who wants to find it but not use it. But Harry wants to use it. For Voldemort. The mirror doesn't know that. Harry pulls the stone from his pocket, looks at it. Well done, Voldemort whispers. Now, give it to me. Harry hesitates. For the show, for Dumbledore's spies. He knows the room is monitored. I can't. You can. You will. Do it now. Harry extends his hand, the stone in his palm. Quirrell reaches for it, but Harry pulls back. Wait. If I give this to you, you'll kill me. I don't want to kill you, Harry. You're my heir, my son. Join me. I don't know. Harry. A voice. From behind. Dumbledore has arrived. Harry spins. Shocked, genuine shock. Dumbledore stands in the flames, having passed through somehow. Headmaster. Step away from Quirrell, Harry. Quirrell laughs. Too late, old man. The boy will give me the stone. He will not. Spells fly. The chamber shakes. Harry stands frozen, the stone still in his hand. Voldemort speaks mentally. Voldemort. Drop it. Make it look accidental. Let Quirrell grab it. Then I escape. You appear as the victim. Perfect cover. Harry stumbles from his spell's shockwave. The stone falls from his hand. Quirrell catches it, triumphant. I have it. But then he screams. His hand burns. The stone glows. He drops it. What is this? Lily Potter's protection, Dumbledore says. Her love still shields her son. You cannot touch what he has touched. Smoking. Voldemort screams. We retreat! Quirrell creates a portkey, a broken cup on the floor. Touches it. Disappears. The stone lies on the ground. Dumbledore picks it up. Looks at Harry. Are you hurt, my boy? No, sir. I'm fine. You were very brave. Coming here, trying to stop Quirrell. I couldn't let him take the stone. Dumbledore studies him. Long, searching Harry maintains perfect occlumency. Shows only confusion. Fear relief. Come, let's get you to the hospital wing. Your friends are waiting. They return. Ron and Hermione are there, perfectly playing concerned friends. "Harry, are you all right?" Hermione rushes to him. "I'm fine. Quirrell got away." But Dumbledore stopped him from taking the stone. "You were brilliant," Ron says, admiration in his voice. Genuine. Dumbledore watches them. This tight-knit trio, loyal, brave, too perfect. He says nothing, just smiles. The stone will be destroyed. Nicholas Flamel has agreed. Voldemort will never have it. Harry nods, hiding his disappointment, but later back in the dormitory he contacts Voldemort via the Horcrux. "Harry, I failed. The stone is being destroyed." "Voldemort, you succeeded. I saw the protections. I know they can be bypassed, and Dumbledore trusts you more now. You played the hero perfectly. This was the real mission. Not the stone. Information, trust. Long-term positioning." "Harry, so we continue?" "Voldemort, we continue. Next year brings new opportunities. Rest now. You've earned it. Summer 1992. The Riddle House. The trio returns. Voldemort is pleased. Not just pleased. Proud, you infiltrated Hogwarts, maintained perfect cover, gathered intelligence, and won Dumbledore's trust. This is beyond what I expected from first years. "Thank you, my lord," they say in unison. "Next year will be different. I have arranged something special. The Chamber of Secrets will open." "The chamber?" Hermione asks. "Salazar Slytherin's hidden chamber. It contains a basilisk, a weapon, and a piece of my soul." "Another Horcrux?" Harry asks. "Yes, a diary. I planted it at Hogwarts 50 years ago. It will possess a student. Open the chamber. Release the basilisk. Chaos will follow." "What do you want us to do?" Ron asks. "Protect the diary, ensure it isn't destroyed. Use the chaos to further embed yourselves. Become heroes again. But this time, retrieve the diary intact." "We'll need a plan," Hermione says. "You have all summer to create one. Begin." They do. Training intensifies. They're 12 now. Stronger, faster, more skilled. Bellatrix teaches them advanced dueling. They can hold their own against adult wizards now. Lucius teaches them political manipulation, how to turn chaos into opportunity. Narcissa watches, concerned. They're children, but they're being molded into weapons. She says nothing, knows it's futile, but she watches and waits. For the moment they might break. For the moment they might choose differently. It hasn't come yet. But she hopes, quietly, secretly, that it will. September 1992. Hogwarts, second year begins. The trio boards the Hogwarts Express. Older, more confident, more dangerous, Harry is 12. The Horcrux connection is stronger now. He hears Voldemort's thoughts more clearly, feels his emotions. Ron is 12. His strategic mind has sharpened. He sees Hogwarts as a chessboard, every student a piece to position. Hermione is 12. She's read the entire Hogwarts library, twice. Now she's creating new spells, modifying existing ones. They know the mission. Protect the diary Horcrux. Let it open the chamber. Control the chaos. Platform 9 3/4 is crowded. The Weasley family is there. Bill and Charlie, home from Egypt and Romania for the day. Sending their younger siblings to school, Ron sees them from a distance, freezes. "Keep moving," Harry whispers. "Don't engage." But Bill has already spotted him. Ron Weasley? Ron stops. No choice. Turns. Bill approaches. 22 now. Tall, earring, dragonhide boots, confused expression. "It is you. We've been looking for you for years. Where have you been?" Ron's face is blank. "Practiced." "I'm sorry. Do I know you?" Bill's face falls. "I'm your brother. Bill. This is Charlie. Don't you remember us?" "I was adopted by the Clearwater family after my parents died. I don't remember anything before that." Charlie steps forward. Gentle. "Ron, we're your family. The Burrow. Mom and Dad. Fred and George. Percy. We're all real." Ron looks at them. Two strangers claiming kinship. He feels nothing. "I'm sorry. I don't know you. Please excuse me." He walks away. Harry and Hermione follow. Bill and Charlie stand frozen, devastated. On the train, Ron is quiet. "You all right?" Harry asks. "They're nothing to me. Strangers. But they remember you. I don't remember them. The Burrow. Their parents. None of it. My first memory is the Riddle House. That's my home. You're my family." Hermione nods. Blood doesn't make family, choice does. Ron relaxes slightly. Right. Choice. Harry and Hermione feel it. Ron's uncertainty. They don't mention it. October 1992. The attacks begin. Mrs. Norris, Filch's cat, is found petrified, hanging by her tail from a torch bracket. On the wall beside her, written in blood, "The Chamber of Secrets has been opened. Enemies of the air, beware." Students panic. Whispers spread. The chamber is real? Who's the heir of Slytherin? The trio sits in the Slytherin common room, planning. "The diary is working," Hermione says quietly, using a privacy charm so no one overhears. "Someone's been possessed. We need to identify who. And protect them," Ron adds. "Without revealing we know about the diary." They investigate. Discreetly, the victim is Ginny Weasley, 11 years old, first-year Gryffindor, Ron's sister. Though he doesn't remember her, she's been acting strange, disappearing, returning with no memory of where she's been. It's her, Hermione confirms after observing Ginny in the library. She has a diary, black, leather-bound. She writes in it constantly. That's the Horcrux, Harry says. We need to get close to her, gain her trust, make sure no one destroys the diary before we can secure it. They approach Ginny carefully, Harry especially. The famous Harry Potter befriending a first-year Weasley? Suspicious. But they make it work. Hermione offers to tutor Ginny. Study sessions, girl bonding. During these sessions, Hermione sees the diary, confirms it's Voldemort's. It's beautiful, Hermione lies, looking at the diary. Where did you get it? I don't remember, Ginny says, confused. I think someone gave it to me, or I found it. I'm not sure. May I see it? Ginny hesitates, then hands it over. Hermione opens it. Blank pages. She writes, "Hello." The ink vanishes. New words appear. "Hello. Who are you?" Hermione's heart races. This is Tom Riddle, young Voldemort, a piece of his soul. She writes, "I'm Hermione, a friend of Ginny's." The response, "How wonderful. Ginny needs friends." She's been struggling. Hermione closes the diary, hands it back. It's lovely, very unique. Ginny clutches it. It helps me. When I write to Tom, I feel better. Tom? The boy in the diary. Tom Riddle. He's very kind. Hermione smiles. I'm sure he is. The diary is active, possessing Ginny periodically, using her to open the chamber and release the basilisk. Where's the basilisk hiding? Ron asks. The plumbing system. Moving through pipes. That's why the attacks happen near bathrooms. Harry touches his scar. I can hear it sometimes. Parcel tongue. A voice in the walls. It's hunting. We need to control the attacks, Ron says. Strategic. Make sure no one dies. Deaths would force Dumbledore to close the school. We need the school open. How do we control a 60-foot serpent? Hermione asks. Harry considers. I'm a parcel mouth. Maybe I can communicate with it. Give it commands. That's risky. If anyone hears you speaking parcel tongue, they'll think you're the hare. Let them think it. It creates fear, confusion, useful chaos. November 1992. The Dueling Club. Lockhart, the new defense professor, starts a dueling club. Incompetent. Vain. But the club is useful. Snape assists. He demonstrates a proper duel. Disarms Lockhart effortlessly. Then students pair up to practice. Harry faces Draco Malfoy. They bow, raise wands. Draco casts. Serpensortia. A snake appears. Black, venomous, hissing. It slithers toward a second-year Hufflepuff. Justin Finch Fletchley. Preparing to strike. Harry reacts instinctively. No, leave him. He speaks in parcel tongue. Doesn't realize it. The snake stops. Turns to Harry. Obeys. The hall goes silent. Students stare. Horrified. He's speaking parcel tongue, someone whispers. Potter's the heir of Slytherin. He commanded the snake. Harry realizes his mistake, but doesn't panic. Adapts. I was telling it to back off, he says calmly, in English now. I didn't want it to hurt anyone. Snape vanishes the snake. Back to your places. All of you. But the damage is done. Rumors spread. Harry Potter, the boy who lived, speaks parcel tongue, commanded a snake. Must be the heir. The trio discusses this later. You made us more suspicious, Hermione says. Not angry, analytical. I know, but we can use it. Let them fear me. Fear creates distance. Distance gives us room to operate. Some students will avoid you now, Ron points out. Good. Less chance they'll notice what we're really doing. December 1992. The second attack. Colin Creevey, first-year Gryffindor, petrified, found near the bathrooms. Holding his camera, the film melted. The school's fear intensifies. Parents send howlers, demanding action, threatening to pull their children out. Dumbledore calls an assembly. I assure you we are doing everything possible to find the culprit. The chamber will be found. The attacks will stop, but he looks worried. Older. Tired, Harry watches from the Slytherin table. The Horcrux pulses. Voldemort is pleased. That night, Ginny attacks again. Harry is nearby when it happens. He's been tracking her using the Marauder's map. Knows when the diary possesses her. She walks to the second-floor girls' bathroom, Moaning Myrtle's bathroom. Harry follows under the invisibility cloak. Ginny speaks Parseltongue, opens a hidden entrance. A sink slides aside, reveals a pipe, massive. She climbs down, Harry waits. Then follows. The Chamber of Secrets, vast, ancient, serpent statues everywhere, cathedral-like. Ginny stands in the center, unconscious. The diary beside her. A figure materializes, translucent, teenage boy, handsome, dark hair, Tom Riddle, the memory preserved in the Horcrux. Harry steps forward, removes the cloak. Riddle turns, smiles. Harry Potter, I knew you'd come. Did you? Of course. You're my present self's greatest creation, the accidental Horcrux. You know about that? I am Voldemort. A younger version, yes, but still him. I know everything he knows up to the moment I was preserved. Harry approaches the diary. You've been possessing Ginny Weasley. Using her. Yes, she's weak, emotional, easy to manipulate. She's been opening the chamber, releasing the basilisk, attacking mudbloods. Stop calling them that. Riddle laughs. You were raised by Voldemort himself. Don't pretend you care about blood purity semantics. I don't. But I care about precision. Hermione is Muggle-born. She's more powerful than most purebloods. The term is inaccurate. Fascinating. You sound like him. Pragmatic. Logical. Tell me, why are you here? To protect you. The diary? Dumbledore and his people are searching for Horcruxes. If they find you, they'll destroy you. And you don't want that? Voldemort doesn't want that. You're a piece of his soul. Valuable. I'm here to ensure you survive the year. Riddle studies him. You're loyal to him. He raised me, trained me, made me what I am. Of course I'm loyal. Even though he killed your parents? They were obstacles. He removed them. I don't mourn strangers. Riddle smiles wider. You truly are his son. Very well. What do you propose? But no deaths. Petrifications only. When the time comes, I'll retrieve the diary. Keep it safe until Voldemort needs it. Agreed. But there's a problem. The basilisk is difficult to control. If it sees someone directly, they die. I can't always prevent that. I'll help. I'm a Parselmouth too. I can command it. Excellent. Then we have an understanding. Harry picks up the diary, heavy. Dark magic radiates from it. I'll return this to Ginny. She'll continue writing, but I'll monitor her. Make sure nothing goes wrong. Riddle nods. Fading. The diary's power waning. Harry returns to the entrance, climbs out. Finds Ginny waking, confused. Harry, what are you doing here? You were sleepwalking. I brought you back. Are you all right? I don't remember. I've been having blackouts. I'm scared. It's all right. I'll help you. We'll figure this out together. She trusts him, the boy who lived. Kind, protective. She doesn't know he's complicit in everything happening to her. February 1993. The third attack. Hermione Granger. Petrified. Found in the library. Holding a mirror. A torn page from a book in her hand. The school erupts. Not Hermione Granger, the brightest witch of her age. If she could be attacked, anyone can. Harry and Ron find her, play distraught friends perfectly. But privately, they know the truth. Hermione did this to herself. She discovered where the basilisk was hiding, ripped a page from most macabre monstrous beasts, describing basilisks, then used a mirror to reflect its gaze, petrified herself. Why? To avoid suspicion. If Hermione Granger, the Muggle-born, is attacked, no one will suspect Harry and Ron of being complicit. The perfect cover. Madame Pomfrey confirms she'll recover. Mandrake restorative draught will cure her. But it takes months to brew. Ron and Harry visit her in the hospital wing. alone, late at night. Brilliant, Ron whispers to her petrified form. Absolutely brilliant. No one suspects us now. We'll finish the mission. When you wake up, it'll all be over. May 1993. The final confrontation. Ginny is taken into the chamber, fully possessed now, dying as her life force drains into the diary. A message appears. Her skeleton will lie in the chamber forever. Dumbledore calls an emergency meeting. Teachers, prefects, the chamber must be found, now, before the girl dies. Lockhart volunteers. Arrogant, foolish, but Harry knows. This is the moment he and Ron approach Lockhart privately. We know where the chamber is. We can show you. Lockhart's face pales. That is... You're coming with us, Ron says. Not a request. A command. They force Lockhart to accompany them. Moaning Myrtle's bathroom. Harry speaks Parseltongue, opens the entrance. They descend. Lockhart tries to use memory charms on them, erase their memories, claim he solved it alone. Ron disarms him. Pathetic. They leave Lockhart in the tunnel, stunned, helpless, deeper into the chamber. Ginny lies on the floor, pale, barely breathing. Tom Riddle stands over her, fully corporeal now. Real. Harry Potter. Ronald Weasley, welcome. Tom Riddle, Harry says, you've grown stronger. Ginny's life force has fed me. Soon I'll be fully alive. A 17-year-old Voldemort, preserved from before I became what I am now. What do you want from us? I want you to understand. I am Lord Voldemort. I knew you'd come to save the girl. But you're not here to save her, are you? Harry smiles. No. We're here to retrieve the diary, as planned. Excellent. Then you won't interfere when I finish her? Ron steps forward. Actually, we need her alive. Her death closes the school. We need Hogwarts open. Riddle frowns. That complicates things. I need her life to fully restore myself. You have enough, Harry says. You're solid, real. That's sufficient for now. Release her. We'll hide you until our Lord is ready to reclaim you. Riddle considers. And if I refuse, the basilisk emerges. Summoned by Riddle. 60 feet of serpent. Fangs dripping venom. Eyes closed to avoid killing them. Harry doesn't flinch. Speaks Parseltongue. Stop. I command you. The basilisk pauses confused. 2 Parselmouths giving orders. I am the heir of Slytherin, Riddle shouts in Parseltongue. I carry Voldemort's soul in my scar, Harry counters. I am more him than you are. Obey me. The basilisk chooses Harry. Turns toward Riddle. Riddle's eyes widen. You would attack me? I would preserve our Lord's interests. Ginny lives. You return to the diary. We complete the mission. Dumbledore's voice echoes. Harry. Ron. He's found them. Rushing down the tunnel. Riddle snarls. This isn't over. He dissolves. Back into the diary. Harry pockets it. Dumbledore arrives. Sees Ginny. Unconscious, but alive. What happened? Tom Riddle was here. A memory from the diary. He possessed Ginny. Where's the diary? Harry hesitates. Perfect timing. I destroyed it. He shows Dumbledore a fake diary, prepared in advance. Stabbed with a basilisk fang Ron pulled from the serpent's mouth earlier. Dumbledore examines it. This is a Horcrux. You've destroyed a piece of Voldemort's soul. I did? Yes, my boy. You've done something remarkable. How did you know to use the basilisk fang? I didn't. It was there. I grabbed it, stabbed the diary. It screamed. Dumbledore looks at Harry, long, searching. You're very brave, Harry. Very resourceful. You saved Ginny's life. Hogwarts owes you a great debt. I just did what was right, sir. They returned to the surface. Ginny is healed. Lockhart's memory is damaged from his own backfired charm. He's sent to St. Mungo's. The school celebrates. The chamber is closed. The heir defeated. Harry Potter, hero once again. But in his pocket, the real diary pulses. Safe, protected, mission accomplished. Summer 1993. The Riddle House. Voldemort examines the diary. Pleased. You protected my Horcrux, retrieved it intact, and maintained your cover. Exceptional. Thank you, my lord, the trio says. The basilisk? Dead, Dumbledore insisted. But we salvaged materials. Venom, fangs, hide, all stored securely. Hermione presents vials of venom for destroying enemy Horcruxes, if we ever need to. Voldemort laughs, cold, amused. You think like a strategist, Hermione, planning for every contingency. Good. He turns to Ron. And you, Ronald, I heard you encountered your brothers. Ron's face hardens. They're nothing to me. Are they, or do you feel conflicted? Silence. Ron doesn't answer. It's natural. Voldemort continues. They're your blood. But blood is meaningless. What matters is choice. Loyalty. Power. You chose this family. Never forget that. I haven't. See that you don't. The summer passes. Training intensifies. Year 3 is quiet, almost boring. The Sirius Black subplot happens but doesn't touch them directly. Lupin teaches defense. He's excellent. The trio learns more from him than they expected, but they avoid him. A werewolf. Perceptive. Dangerous if he suspects. Dementors patrol the grounds. Searching for Sirius, Harry learns the Patronus charm. His takes the form of a stag. His father's animagus form. Ron's is a lion, fierce, protective. Hermione's is an otter, clever. Relentless, Year 3 ends. Sirius escapes. Peter Pettigrew is revealed as alive. Chaos ensues. But the trio remains uninvolved. Observers, not participants. Year 4 changes everything. Summer 1994. Voldemort summons them. The Triwizard Tournament. It's being held at Hogwarts this year. I've arranged for Harry's name to be entered. How? Harry asks. Barty Crouch Jr., my faithful servant. He'll disguise himself as Mad-Eye Moody, teach defense, and ensure you're selected as Hogwarts champion. Why? Where I will be resurrected, fully, using your blood. Harry's heart races. My blood. The ritual requires 3 components. Bone of the father, flesh of the servant, blood of the enemy. Your blood, Harry, it will grant me a body. Permanent, powerful, unassailable. And I'll survive this? Of course. I need you alive. You're my heir, my greatest creation. I wouldn't destroy you. Ron speaks. What about us? You'll help Harry through the tasks. Advise him. Support him. And when the time comes, you'll ensure no one interferes with the resurrection. Hermione asks the tactical question. What about Dumbledore? He'll be watching. Let him watch. He'll see Harry compete. Struggle. Win. He'll see a brave boy doing his best. He won't see the truth until it's too late. October 1994. Hogwarts. The Goblet of Fire is placed in the entrance hall. Students line up to enter their names. Harry doesn't. He's too young. 17-year age restriction, but Barty Crouch Jr., disguised as Mad-Eye Moody, enters Harry's name under a different school. The goblet spits out 4 names instead of 3. Victor Crumb, Durmstrang, Fleur Delacour, Bose Batons, Cedric Diggory, Hogwarts, and Harry Potter. The hall erupts. He's too young. How did he enter? This is against the rules. Dumbledore's face is troubled. Harry, did you put your name in? No, sir. I swear. Did you ask an older student to do it for you? No, sir. You must compete. The first task. Dragons. Harry faces the Hungarian Horntail. Most dangerous dragon, he flies. Dodges, uses strategy Ron taught him. Distracts the dragon. Summons his broom. Retrieves the golden egg. Scores high. Tied for first with Crumb. The second task. The lake. Harry must retrieve something precious from the merpeople. The trio prepares carefully. Hermione brews gillyweed. Harry practices breathing underwater. The task begins. Harry dives, swims deep, finds 4 people tied to stone pillars. Unconscious, Ron, Hermione, Cho Chang, Fleur's sister Gabrielle, Harry's most precious things. The rules say he should only take his own, but Fleur hasn't arrived. Gabrielle will die. Harry frees her too, brings all 3 to the surface. He's late, loses points for time, but gains points for moral fiber. Saving someone else's hostage, still in competition. The third task, the maze, June 1995. Champions enter a massive hedge maze. The Triwizard Cup at the center. First to touch it wins. Harry runs, dodges obstacles, Sphinx riddles, blast-ended scroots, acromantulas. He's fast, skilled. Years of training showing. Reaches the center. Cedric Diggory is already there. Staring at the cup. Potter. We reach it together. Hogwarts tie? Harry hesitates. Sure. Together, the resurrection, a figure emerges from the shadows. Wormtail, Peter Pettigrew, carrying a bundle, something moving. Kill the spare, a high voice hisses. Wormtail raises his wand. Avada Kedavra. Harry stares, shocked. That wasn't supposed to happen. Cedric was innocent. Unnecessary. My lord, Harry starts. Silence, Voldemort's voice commands. From the bundle, this is necessary. Witnesses complicate things. Wormtail begins the ritual. Bone of the father, unwillingly given. Dust from the grave rises, enters the cauldron. Flesh of the servant, willingly sacrificed. Wormtail raises a knife, cuts off his own hand. Screaming, drops it in the cauldron. Blood of the enemy, forcibly taken. He approaches Harry, knife gleaming. Harry extends his arm, willing, complicit. Wormtail cuts. Deep, blood flows into a vial. Dropped into the cauldron, the potion boils, steams. Transforms a figure, rises. Tall, pale, bald, noseless, red eyes. Lord Voldemort. Fully corporeal, restored. He examines himself, flexes his fingers, smiles. At last, after 14 years, I have returned. He approaches Harry, still bound. My son, my heir, your blood runs through my veins now. We are bound, truly, forever. He touches Harry's face, almost gentle. You've done well, so well. Now we stage the performance. Performance? Harry asks. For Dumbledore, the cup is a portkey back to Hogwarts. You'll return, claiming I rose, claiming you barely escaped, the perfect witness. What about Cedric? Unfortunate, but necessary. His death makes your story believable. Tragic. Dumbledore will believe you. Death Eaters apparate, summoned by the Dark Mark. Lucius, Crabbe, Goyle, MacNair. Not. Others, they kneel. My lord, you've returned. I have, and I am stronger than ever. The boy's blood has granted me immunity to protections. Nothing can stop me now. He turns back to Harry. We duel. For appearances, your wand and mine are twins. They will connect. Priori incantatem. Echoes of the dead will appear. Use that to escape. Return to Hogwarts. Tell them everything. Voldemort releases Harry, steps back. Bow to death, Harry Potter. Harry bows, slightly, mocking. They duel. Spells fly. Harry defends. Voldemort attacks. The wands connect. Golden thread erupts. Echoes appear. Cedric. Others Voldemort has killed. Harry, Cedric's echo whispers, take my body back. Don't let him keep it. Harry nods. The echoes distract Voldemort. Harry breaks the connection, grabs Cedric's body, summons the cup. Accio cup. It flies to his hand. Portkey activates. He disappears. Voldemort smiles. Perfect. Let the game begin. Hogwarts, the maze exit. Harry appears. Clutching Cedric's body, the crowd gasps. Dumbledore rushes forward. Harry, what happened? Voldemort, he's back. The cup was a portkey. Graveyard, ritual. He killed Cedric. He's back. Harry is shaking. Not faking. Genuine trauma from watching Cedric die. Dumbledore's face is grave. Are you certain? I saw him. Dueled him. Barely escaped. Cornelius Fudge arrives. Minister of Magic. Pompous. In denial. Nonsense. You know who is dead. The boy is clearly traumatized. Hallucinating. He's telling the truth, Dumbledore insists. Prove it. The argument escalates. Fudge refuses to believe. Political career depends on Voldemort being gone. Harry is taken to the hospital wing, questioned, examined. Ron and Hermione are there, playing concerned friends. Privately, Ron whispers, You okay? Cedric wasn't supposed to die. I know, but it's done. We move forward. Harry nods, compartmentalizes. Like he was trained. Summer 1995. The wizarding world is divided. Half believe Harry. Voldemort has returned. Half believe Fudge. Harry is lying or delusional. The Daily Prophet runs smear campaigns. The boy who lies. Harry Potter, disturbed and dangerous? The trio returns to the Riddle House. Voldemort is building his army. Death Eaters returning. Creatures recruited. Giants, Dementors. The Ministry denies me, Voldemort says. Good. While they argue, I gather strength. By the time they acknowledge the truth, it will be too late. What's our mission this year? Hermione asks. You'll form Dumbledore's army, secretly, teach students to fight, build my force from within Hogwarts itself. You want us to train your enemies? Ron asks. I want you to identify the strong from the weak, recruit those worth recruiting, eliminate those who oppose, and when the time comes, turn your army against Dumbledore. September 1995. Hogwarts Dolores Umbridge arrives. Ministry appointee, Senior Undersecretary, pink, toad-like, sadistic. She takes over defense against the dark arts, bans practical magic, theory only. The Ministry has determined that practical defensive spells are unnecessary. You will learn from books. The students rebel. Quietly, desperately, Harry approaches Hermione and Ron. We form the DA like Voldemort wanted, but we control it. Neville, Luna Lovegood, Ginny, others. 40 students eventually, meeting in the room of requirement. Harry teaches defensive spells, offensive tactics, real combat magic. But he also observes who's talented, who's weak, who's corruptible. This one, Harry whispers to Ron, pointing at a 5th year, loyal to Dumbledore, liability, resentful of authority, potential recruit. They categorize, plan, prepare. Umbridge discovers the DA. A student betrays them. Marietta Edgecombe. Umbridge raids the room of requirement, catches them. Illegal student organization, you're all expelled. Dumbledore intervenes, takes responsibility, resigns as headmaster. Umbridge becomes headmistress. The school descends into tyranny. Blood quills, cruel punishments, fear. Harry is punished repeatedly. I must not tell lies, carved into his hand. He endures, doesn't complain, uses it to build sympathy, recruit allies. June 1996, the Department of Mysteries. Voldemort plants visions in Harry's mind. Via the Horcrux connection, shows him the Department of Mysteries. Sirius being tortured. It's fake. All of it, but Harry pretends to believe it. Sirius is in danger. We have to save him. Ron and Hermione know it's a trap, but they play along. They gather the DA. 6 students, Harry, Ron, Hermione, Neville, Luna, Ginny, travel to the Ministry via Flu Network. The Department of Mysteries is dark, eerie, full of strange rooms. The Hall of Prophecy, rows of glowing orbs, thousands. Harry finds the one labeled with his name, and Voldemort's. He reaches for it. Death Eaters appear, surrounding them. Lucius Malfoy, Bellatrix Lestrange, Antonin Dolohov, others. Give me the prophecy, Potter. No. The battle begins. Students versus Death Eaters. The DA fights well. Harry's training showing, but they're outnumbered, outmatched. The Order of the Phoenix arrives. Dumbledore's forces, Sirius Black, Remus Lupin, Mad-Eye Moody, Kingsley Shacklebolt, Tonks. The tide turns. Sirius duels Bellatrix. Cousin against cousin, they fight viciously, personally. Decades of hatred in every spell. Bellatrix casts. Cutting curse, Sirius blocks. They're evenly matched. Then Bellatrix stumbles. Sirius has an opening. One spell. He could end it. Harry watches from across the room. The Horcrux connection pulses. Voldemort's voice. Voldemort. Let him die. Sirius is Dumbledore's ally. An obstacle. Harry could warn Sirius. Shout. Cast a shield. He doesn't. He watches. Bellatrix recovers. Casts. Avada Kedavra. Sirius falls through the veil. The archway in the death chamber. Gone. Remus screams. Sirius was his godfather. In another life. In another world. But in this one, just a name. A stranger. The battle ends. Death Eaters retreat. Voldemort arrives. Duels Dumbledore in the Ministry atrium. Spectacular. Terrifying. Water becomes serpents. Fire becomes shields. Ministry employees witness it. Finally, undeniable proof. Voldemort is back. Fudge sees. Goes pale. He's back. You know who is back. Voldemort escapes. Deliberately, theatrically. His return is now public knowledge. Later, Grimmauld Place. Order headquarters. The Order mourns Sirius. Harry sits apart, Ron and Hermione with him. Remus approaches, grief-stricken, angry. You were there. You saw him fall. I did. Did he suffer? Harry lies. No. It was instant. Remus breaks down. Sobs. Harry feels nothing. Just watches. Ron touches his arm. You all right? He was my godfather. I know. I didn't save him. Hermione speaks. Carefully. You couldn't. You were fighting. It happened too fast. Harry nods. Accepts the lie. But later, alone with Ron and Hermione, he speaks truth. I let him die. We know, Ron says. Voldemort ordered it, via the connection. Sirius was an obstacle. Do you regret it? Hermione asks. Harry considers. No. Should I? I don't know. They sit in silence. The first major fracture, the first time they've directly caused a death through inaction, it should bother them more than it does. But it doesn't. They're what Voldemort made them. Summer 1996. Voldemort consolidates power. Death Eaters infiltrate the Ministry. Key officials imperised, others blackmailed. By autumn, the Ministry is effectively his. Rufus Scrimgeour becomes minister. Attempts to resist. Fails. Assassinated within 6 months. Pious Thickness takes over, under Imperius, Voldemort's puppet. New laws, Muggle-born registration, blood purity enforcement, censorship, the regime begins. September 1996, 6th year. Dumbledore is still headmaster, but weakened, dying. He found Voldemort's ring Horcrux over the summer, foolishly put it on, cursed. His hand is withered, black, spreading. Snape contains it, but Dumbledore has maybe a year left. He summons Harry privately. Harry, I need your help. Voldemort created Horcruxes, pieces of his soul. We must destroy them. Harry plays ignorant. Horcruxes, what are those? Dumbledore explains. Objects containing fragments of a soul. Voldemort made several. We must find them, destroy them. Only then can he be killed. How many? I believe 6, plus the piece in you. Harry's eyes widen. Perfectly acted surprise. In me? Your scar. The night Voldemort attacked, a fragment of his soul latched onto you. You're a Horcrux, Harry. So I have to die? Perhaps. Or perhaps there's another way. I'm researching, but in the meantime, we hunt the others. Harry reports this to Voldemort immediately. Dumbledore knows about the Horcruxes. He's hunting them. Voldemort is unconcerned. Let him search. Most are well hidden. The locket is in a cave, the cup in Gringotts, the diadem in the room of requirement. He'll never find them all. He wants my help. Help him. Pretend to search. Feed him false information. Misdirect him. What about the one in my scar? That stays. It's our connection. Our bond? Without it, you're just another wizard. With it, you're my heir. The year progresses. Dumbledore and Harry go on missions, searching for Horcruxes, the cave, to retrieve the locket, but the locket is fake. RAB took the real 1 year ago, Regulus Black. Sirius's brother, Harry and Dumbledore don't know this. Dumbledore drinks the potion, nearly dies. They escape, return to Hogwarts weakened. The Astronomy Tower, June 1997. Death Eaters invade. Led by Draco Malfoy, Draco was tasked with killing Dumbledore. He can't do it. Wand shaking, terrified. Snape arrives, as planned. Severus, please. Snape casts Avada Kedavra. Dumbledore falls, dead. Harry watches from below, under the invisibility cloak. He should feel something. Grief, anger, horror. He feels relief. Dumbledore is gone, the greatest obstacle removed. Voldemort's path is clear. Summer 1997. The Ministry falls completely. Voldemort rules Britain. New regime. Harsh, brutal, efficient. Muggleborns hunted, blood traitors imprisoned, resistance crushed. Hogwarts reopens under Snape, headmaster. The trio returns, not as students, as enforcers. 7th year, but they're not learning, they're controlling. Students fear them, whisper about them. Potter's gone dark. Weasley plans the raids. He's the strategist. Neville Longbottom forms a resistance. Students who refuse to comply. He's brave, foolish, doomed. Harry hunts him personally, finds him in the room of requirement, where the DA once met. Neville, Neville spins, wand raised. Harry, I didn't want to believe it, but it's true. You've joined him. I never left him. He raised me, trained me. I've been his since the beginning. The prophecy said you'd defeat him. The prophecy was wrong. Or maybe I already defeated the Voldemort who attacked my parents. This one, I serve. Neville fights with everything. Courage, desperation, heart. Harry fights with precision, technique, power. It's not close. Harry disarms Neville, knocks him down. Why not kill me? Neville gasps. Because you remind me of something. Someone I used to pretend to be. The hero. The good guy. I almost liked that person. So I'll let you live. Run, Neville. Hide. Tell everyone Harry Potter is gone. Only Voldemort's heir remains. February 1998. Ron encounters Bill and Charlie again. They've joined the Resistance, fighting Voldemort's forces. A raid, Hogsmeade. The trio leads Death Eaters. Bill and Charlie are there. Defending villagers, they see Ron. Disbelief, horror, Ron. What have you done? Ron's face is cold. What I was always meant to do. Bill approaches. Desperate. You're our brother. Mum died protecting you. Dad died fighting for people like you. This isn't who you are. You're strangers. I don't know you. I don't remember them. Then let us remind you, Charlie shouts. They attack. Not to kill, to subdue, to save. Ron fights back, efficiently, ruthlessly. He could kill them, easily. But something stops him. The blood oath pulses. Harry and Hermione feel it. Ron's hesitation, his doubt. He stuns Bill and Charlie. Doesn't kill them, leave them, Ron orders the Death Eaters. They're not worth it. You could have killed them. I could have. I didn't need to. Efficiency over excess. You taught me that. Harry studies him. Don't go soft on me, Ron. We're too close to the end. I'm not soft. I'm tactical. But the doubt is there. Growing. April 1998. Hermione duels McGonagall. The Battle of Hogwarts is coming. Voldemort gathers his forces. McGonagall leads the Resistance. Staff. Students. Order remnants. She confronts Hermione in the Transfiguration classroom. Miss Granger, you were the brightest student I ever taught. What happened to you? I realized that brightness isn't enough. Power is what matters. You taught me magic. Voldemort taught me how to use it. He's a monster. He's pragmatic. He sees the world as it is, not as we wish it to be. They duel. McGonagall is powerful, experienced, skilled. Hermione is younger, faster, relentless. She wins. McGonagall lies stunned, defeated. Hermione could kill her, should kill her, but she doesn't. You were a good teacher, Professor. I'm grateful. Consider this mercy a repayment. The trio is fracturing, small cracks, growing. May 1998, the final confrontation. Voldemort attacks Hogwarts with his full army. Death Eaters, Giants, Acromantulas, Dementors. The defenders rally. Staff, students, order. Desperate. The battle begins at dawn. The trio leads the vanguard. They're 20 years old now. Not children, weapons. Harry duels multiple opponents, wins every fight. Ron coordinates the attack, moving Death Eaters like chess pieces. Hermione breaks through defensive wards, lets Voldemort's forces in. They're winning. The defenders are losing. But then something changes. Voldemort stands in the Great Hall, victorious. Surrounded by beaten Resistance fighters, he prepares to kill them, all of them. No more mercy, no more half measures. Every traitor dies tonight. Harry steps forward. My lord, wait. Voldemort turns. Surprised, what did you say? I said wait. We didn't fight this war to slaughter children. They oppose me. They must die. Ron steps beside Harry. We've served you loyally. For 20 years, we've done everything you asked. But this is just murder. Not the old one drowned in blood. Voldemort's face darkens. You dare question me. We dare stop you, Harry says. The trio raises their wands, together, against Voldemort. The Dark Lord who raised them, trained them, made them. I created you, Voldemort roars. You did, Harry agrees. And now we uncreate you. The duel begins, 3 against 1. But these 3 have trained together since childhood. Their magic synchronized, their tactics perfect. They attack from 3 sides, coordinated, relentless. Voldemort fights brilliantly, powerful, skilled. But he's alone. And their family Harry channels fire. Ron creates strategic barriers. Hermione modifies spells mid-cast. Combined magic, fiend fire, directed through the Horcrux connection. Into Voldemort's soul, he screams. I made you. I was proud of you. Harry's scar burns. The Horcrux fragment activating, he makes a choice. Pulls a basilisk fang from his robes, saved from second year, stabs himself in the scar. The Horcrux destroys. Voldemort stumbles. His anchor severed. He's mortal now. Truly mortal. Harry raises his wand. Final spell. Avada Kedavra. The Great Hall is silent. Survivors stare at the trio. They just killed Voldemort. Saved everyone. But they're also his enforcers, his heirs, his weapons. What now? Neville asks, wounded, supported by others. The trio looks at each other. The blood oath pulses. Warm, strong. Now, Harry says, now we face justice. The trial, the Wesen gamut. Packed, everyone watching. The charges, war crimes, murder, torture, complicity. The defense, we stopped him, we killed Voldemort, we saved you all. The verdict, life imprisonment in Azkaban, pending review. They're taken to cells, maximum security, separated. 1 month passes. A jailbreak. Death Eater remnants. Come with us, lead us, finish what the Dark Lord started. Harry looks at them. Bellatrix's followers, fanatics, no. Years of training. Ron and Hermione do the same to their would-be rescuers. They meet in the ruins of the escape attempt. We're not his heirs, Hermione says. We're our own, Ron agrees. They escape, together, into hiding. 5 years pass. Harry lives in wilderness, mastering wandless magic. Alone, Ron manipulates global politics from shadows. Information broker, kingmaker, Hermione builds a hidden library. Researching magic beyond mortality. They haven't seen each other, but the Blood Oath calls them. They meet at the ruins of the Riddle House, older, harder, changed. Why did we come back? Ron asks. Because we're not done, Hermione says. Harry speaks. Voldemort wanted to rule through fear. We can do better. They plan. Not a violent coup, subtle manipulation. Ron's network plants allies in key positions. Hermione's reforms introduce merit-based systems, no blood purity, but ruthless competency tests. Harry becomes a mysterious protector, stopping dark wizards publicly, building a reputation, a new order, efficient, meritocratic, cold. Not Voldemort's tyranny, but not Dumbledore's idealism either. Something in between. 10 years after the war, the wizarding world has changed. The trio meet in secret, always. Harry is 38, scarred, weary. Is this what we wanted? Hermione calculates. It's what works. Ron stares at an old photo, the burrow, kept secretly all these years. I don't know anymore. Harry speaks. We can still walk away. Hermione responds. And let it fall apart? We didn't destroy Voldemort just to let chaos win. Ron speaks the truth. So we're trapped, forever managing the world we broke. Silence. Harry, quietly. Maybe that's the price of power. They sit together, watching the ministry from a distance. The camera pulls back, 3 figures in shadows. The world changed, safer, more efficient, but at what cost? They don't have the answer. Maybe there isn't one. Fade to black. Let us know what you'd like to see next. The end.